So yeah, the unconventional picks. Yamato's here, although we have seen it before, but first appearance for the curve first, yay.
I don't need a client crash. Come on, World of Warships, don't let me down. Phew! That's twice this game has done that to me tonight. It's gone to program has stopped responding. Wow, they've only taken one destroyer.
Yes, it's only a gearing, but your double destroyer is a Sheen, so...
But the second destroyer is a Yang. Yeah, this could get interestingly messy. It's not the world's...
SATV going double Zhao again, so double Zhao, double Hindenburg, very good kiting forces, and they've got the Des Moines locked.
Indeed. It's not the world's best map for torpedo boats, but there are some good lines you can play with. Right. Headbutt!
Headbutt.
There we go. Right, let's see what happens. So, both the BEWBS destroyers breaking right. Shimakaze taking advantage of the speed to back up Victrix in the Yang. And, in fact, it looks like a straight AB push from BEWBS to start with here. And we also have a poi bomb.
Oh, of course. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah,
looks like we've got force heading for C and a force... It looks like we've got a traditional split here.
BC?
Ace.
Okay, this could work for...
We've also got some lewd action. Yamato on Kuryu's Japanese action.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, this stream appears to be going not safe for children very, very rapidly. Yes,
So, fun fact, our Yamato is running the high school fleet camp.
Right.
Out because I'm...
Because why not? And we have fighter contact over point A, and okay, looks like a back strafe there. And okay, lock and strafe. Now the question is Giant Kiwi going to run his fighter away again?
Oh, no, just double lock.
Double lock. Now here comes Giant Kiwi's second fighter group. Now he's going to have to break. Okay, there's one strafe out. There's the second strafe out, and oh dear, that's a strafe in. He's gonna knock his own planes down. Oops.
Huh.
And it's not going too well for him over on the other side either. 5-1 odds there. I think the Hindenburg decided to have some fun. Okay, so looks like AC from Society Against Torpedo Violence, BC from BEWBS. Now, what SATV are going to have to do is get through C fast and try and stall A as long as they can.
Well, that's like Angel's getting lit up hard already.
He was in Kurfürst, so and as we did say, Kurfürst is possibly the best tanking battleship in the game if it can get bow on. Thing is, right now he's broadside. And okay, that turtleback's going to stop a good bit, but it's still not really a position you want to be in.
We're going to have a big clash of two bulk teams. We've got the majority of the SATV here at A as well, and we've just seen pretty much all of BEWBS is here as well, so...
Yeah,
BEWBS going straight through trying to get on the curve.
Yeah, one of the problems, of course, is that because Kiwi really lost the initial engagement of fighters, Society have got the reconnaissance advantage at the moment.
This could be a big hit. Want to see this?
Well, okay, 8,000 onto Nesha. He got away with it, but even so...
That could have been so much worse.
They could be about to get worse. High explosive coming in, but mostly rearranges the landscape. Nesha gets a volley away, but ducks behind cover, and most of it, well, what doesn't smack the island, rearranges the water instead. And I hope he can afford the insurance bill on that church, because it looked like it took a direct hit.
I think Neko here's being very aggressive in the Des Moines here.
Yes, and I think he might be about to regret it. If he doesn't get behind that island very fast, he's going to be broadside to Archangel, but I think he's going to get away with it. Of course,
You've got the crossfire of the Hindenburg, Zhao, and Yamato behind him, though, directly behind him right now.
Yes, when I say get away with it, I mean as far as losing half your health and not finishing the cap can be considered getting away with it. So yeah, bold move very ballsy move, and if he can pull it off, he's now in a very good radar position. Problem is,
he's lit up and he's so exposed by the group at sea right now.
Problem is he's not getting away with it. And of course there's aircraft overhead as well. SATV have managed to get themselves into point C, so they've got that first secure cap. Now the Zau, the Yamato and the Hindenburg have absolutely got to motor as best as they can, because they're in a perfect position to come round and force Kiwi to come off his anchor position. But aside from that, they're effectively out of the game for the next 3 or 4 minutes.
Zau's pushing through, Zau running the space. Nice looking.
Indeed, Stahlkang, of course, we saw him earlier.
Yes,
although
Hindenburg and Zau are trying to get through, so Kiwi's... I think he's backing up, getting ready to motor out of... At least I would hope so.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go, forward movement.
Yeah, if he isn't legging it now, it's too late. The thing is
Neko's on incredibly low health.
The thing is what the Yamato's going to do, and yeah, there we go. Tomato is turning, and he's probably going to go straight into B. Yamato, of course, doesn't really have the speed to pull that kind of long flanking manoeuvre. Unfortunately, the main fight is now A-B, and wow, Archangel is looking...
Price Conqueror B. Didn't expect that.
And more to the point, Archangel is looking to bully in as well. So the stage is set for what should be an interesting close-range duel. Except that there is a sneaky little underage Ye Yang looking to just set up a nice torpedo run on a big fat German battleship.
Yes, and Sarah Meal in the gearing has laid up a nice torpedo spread for Macro and the Conqueror well. He's angled in for most of it, but I think it's going to get at least 2 hits.
Yes, and that's going to force him to move. Now, they know about the Zara Meal thanks to the overflying bombers. Well, bomber, alright, corpse. But, wow, Metro has not got steerage way. He's going to eat at least 2. And in fact, yeah, he does take 2, and he's also got the Kerfurs hitting him as well. But deep waters are in the way. So, can Archangel slam on the brakes? Defensive smoke from Zara Meal, but he takes a lot of fire. Ooh. Yeah, neither...
14k, and...
Yes, neither battleship came out of that exchange very well at all, but... Oh, wow.
Oh, Hindenburg gets taken out by
Shimakaze from nowhere. That was nicely done.
Where did those come from?
Okay, Worstis.
I see.
Yes, Worstis is in point A. He squeaked the torpedoes straight through that channel at Foxtrot 4 and caught the Hindenburg. I mean, that is impressive shooting.
Oh, Des Moines Hickman gunner. Oh, he got lucky. They ran out of range.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the real problem, of course, is that Tsar and Archangel are kind of pinned. Archangel can't really get himself out of this.
Torpedo for the drop. He's going to get one.
He's going to get one. The question is it? I think it will, because that's going to hit forward of the belt.
That's the bow.
3002, 240. Yeah, that's a flood, and with his damcon gone,
Des Moines sneaks the kill.
It's actually Nico who sneaks the kill. Wow. Okay, Nico's pushing in. Has Nico got radar back?
Because if he can, back up to 20k health. He was down to like 2,000 when we last saw him.
Disengagement, couple of repair parties. If you have a bit of time to do it, then you can make it work. And Zaramil's not waiting to see if the Des Moines got radar, but he's running the wrong way. He's going... Did you really see that ending any other way when he ran forwards instead of backwards?
He's going to get 2 on the bow. Oh,
one on the bow, one on the stern. No, but it's flooding. However, that's a Conqueror, new boat button, and in fact, immediate damcon as well. Yes.
Trying to finish off the Des Moines.
More to the point, look to the northeast. Sentinel Dreamer is looking for a flanking shot as well.
Yep,
now, Yamato's...
Stahlkang is trying to come around the back end of the Conqueror and the Des Moines.
Yeah, Mekro and Nico have basically... I think at this point their best option is probably to either back up hard or slam forward hard. But if they do anything else, they're going to get squeezed.
Yeah,
and yeah, there we go.
Yamato is actually going to help here because dealing with the Conqueror, all that is 32 mil, which is exactly what Yamato wants to shoot.
Yeah.
And he's somewhat limiting what can actually shoot him at this point.
And unfortunately...
And here comes Star King.
And Nico, Nico backed up, ran himself around, and down he goes. Kill shot for the
trying to talk
Zhao.
macro, but that one.
Yeah. Between you and me at this point, oh dear, no, Macro slammed on the brakes just at the right moment. Called the situation very nicely there. If he'd gone full forwards trying to do a ram on the Yamato...
He's doomed now, though. No dodging those ones, I don't think.
No. Second launch from the Hindenburg, and he's going to dodge a few, but it's not going to be enough. Yeah, eats... Well, technically eats 3, but the others just rearranged the wreckage.
Really close game right now.
Yeah.
I think BEWBS have a major health advantage, though.
BEWBS are up about 40k, but... Oh, do I hear... Yep, I hear horn.
Sure.
Did nothing, barreling in, engaging Stalking, who is... Okay...
Just getting dropped by the carrier.
Yep.
Number 2 hits, he's down to 10k.
Yeah.
But dive bomb come in.
Yep, 4k. Can Nisha Damcon? That's the question. I mean...
Doesn't look like it.
And it may not matter because Malisort's lining up with the high explosive. Just needs a couple of superstructure hits. And that was all it took. So, Sagea and Malisort are clear, but Malisort can't really add anything further. But just in those...
This is great for the Yamato. Like, he does not need to keep going forward. He's going for the Hindenburg because he can.
And because I think he wants to get his other guns into play.
Yeah, but this is great because they're going to have to push into a Yamato. And that's what a Yamato really wants you to do. Try and push into it.
Yes, and right now SATV have basically got this on lock. Unless Worstis can pull a minor miracle from somewhere.
The question is, can Star King survive this? He's getting focused quite hard. A lot of HE and AP coming in. Oh, he's so low.
No, he's on 1100 health. Just needs a couple more superstructures. He can't break contact. Really, if that...
You can do it, we believe.
Yeah, really the Montana is the one looking for the hit though, but if he can just knock down that last fighter, then he will break contact, but possibly left it too late. Wow.
Oh, he bounces it.
He bounces it. Here comes the second salvo. Bounces that, and the last fighter is down. He's broken contact.
Wow.
BEWBS have got nothing to aim at.
That's actually quite good.
That is enough to give them a solid points advantage. They're 250 up at the moment, and health pools are pretty much even. So, Tomato is breaking away. Sentinel Dream is in B, but right now SATV have got the position advantage. And with only 7.5 minutes left in the game, it's down to Worstis and Did Nothing, really. If Worstis can once get a shot on that Yamato, we've already seen him pull a fairly impressive trick shot with those torpedoes. Then he can potentially...
eyeing up, Did Nothing. This is going to be potentially a big salvo. Not really.
65,000, but here comes the return fire. I think Yamato's angled well enough to bounce. Yeah.
Not really. Mostly casemate hits. I think they're pens.
Yeah, both ships are pretty well against each other, and now there's an island in the way, so that artillery duel is inconclusive, but it's allowed the Zhao of Malisort to get... Indeed, it's allowed Malisort to get a couple of shots in. Did Nothing... I don't think
he's found the carrier.
Oh dear. Yes, and the carrier has found him, but with all of BEWBS' surface ship distracted, and Worstis trying to make a run on the Hindenburg, but he's gotten spotted. And he's going to have to dump his torpedoes, duck behind this island, and Sentinel Dreamer knows exactly what's coming. He's backed up hard. However, we know he's launched one salvo, so he's got at least one launcher.
Keeping the second for Renown, I'm sure.
Yes, so am I. If he knows about Renown, then he will hold that second launcher in reserve, and the moment Renown comes around the corner looking for a salvo, this could get very, very ugly. But Renown is bow on. So
going for it. Really are going for it now.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, what have they got to lose?
They have to really push it. They need this captain.
Problem is, Renown's pushing around. There comes the Yamato. Okay. 15,000. Torpedoes away from Renown. However,
the torque launchers.
He's beaten Renown. Wow, there goes Sentinel. So, I don't
Stahl
think he got
needs
a
to finish
shot
off
off.
Kiwi as quick as.
Indeed, and he's having a pretty good go at it. 20,000 and at least one fire going. He's switched to armor piercing. He's looking
Kiwi
for
floods out did nothing.
Indeed, and he's looking. Stahl is looking for those Citadel hits, and he hasn't got the angle. Kiwi's backing up and turning to try to deny him the shot.
Beached right in front of the Yamato. He is very heavily angled. In fact, pretty much stern on, but
Yamato frequently does not care about that. However, worst is... Oh, here come the railguns. Okay, he got away with that
4K.
one. 4K.
Zhao's getting involved now, though.
Yeah. And of course, Renelm is putting fire onto the Zhao as well. 9,500 there, and a fire burning. Worstis dumps one launcher out towards the Zhao, but I think he's saving his other two for the Yamato. And yep, there we go.
Astor got hit hard there. He's got to be a bit careful here.
Yeah, but and there goes Kiwi, and they've only got 22,000 health left between them.
Oh,
okay, make that 16,000 health and no more Hindenburg.
Now, can they pull off a 500 gap lead in 4.5 minutes?
I think we know the
answer.
answer.
Get C to cap that out. So that's what the Shima absolutely has to do if you're going to have any chance. But I don't think
yes,
time to get there.
Worst. The problem is, of course, that with no Hakuryu left and only 16,000 health, he's going to have fighters overhead all the way. So the moment he breaks cover on this island, the Yamato will have just done a 180, will have the guns lined up, and yep, the GGs are going out in chat, so there's not a lot he can do. I'm surprised he hasn't switched his... Yep, there are the flat guns.
Amount of swords opening up.
And yeah, here comes the pain. No hits that time, but it was long range for the Zhao. Of course, the Zhao is just going to capture up behind him. So he can't even turn it around like that.
No, they lost too much in the push. BEWBS did a fantastic push. Like, that was completely unexpected. And you can see in the chat, it took them by surprise. They did not expect that.
Absolutely, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough. So, 1-0 to SATV. Poor BEWBS. Yes, Nepgear. Poor BEWBS indeed. Right, so... First round down, second round setting up.
Now that was a match. That's the sort of
That's
match
the kind of match that, yes, without question, that's the kind of thing we want to see from them. So, just amend that.
That push was really good, though.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly what they needed to do. It's a shame that it cost them too much health. If they could have done that without sacrificing as much health and chips as it took, they could have probably swung that one. And I think the Hakuryu running aground up in the northern corner, if he just kept following down the what would be the one line,
possible.
There was not really anything threatening them on that side except air spotting, but even then, nothing was in a position to really damage him. So
except the Zhao that was moving north, so he would have eventually been pincered and hammered, but it would have delayed it for a few minutes.
And there was only a few minutes left in the game to begin with, so it could have made a difference. I don't know.
I don't think
what ifs that you kind of wonder.
It's a definite what if, but I don't think it would have completely turned it round.
No, they would find a carrier presence still, but even then.
Once SATV had locked C, managed to get the Yamato across and were turning the screw via the Hindenburg and the Zhao on the northeast corner, I think that was pretty much the moment that BEWBS either had to go for broke or just get slowly squeezed. And in fairness, the go for broke almost worked.
It really did.
Anyhow, setting up for round 2, just to see if BEWBS, at this point, really somewhere between fighting to stay in the tournament and fighting for pride. But, just doing a quick bit, my mental maths is coming up inconclusive as to whether or not they can stay in. Don't know what yours is getting.
Fairly certain over.
Yeah. It would. I think if the stars aligned, they might scrape it, but the stars have not aligned very much for them so far tonight.
Well, we saw the Heart of Kern sneak through King's D Season 5, so...
True enough, but that required at least one disqualification.
Right,
And
so...
I think Cobra were in another group. In fact, yes, Cobra were in Group E, and BEWBS and SATV are in Group A, so that's not going to affect things, sadly. So, let's see where this goes.
Kokuryu versus Kokuryu.
Okay.
Same Car-First Yamato lineup.
Indeed. And same
much same
destroy.
line, yeah.
In fact, virtually the same lineup. They've gone light on the radar. Only one Des Moines on SATV's side.
Now see, on a map like this, I personally don't rate a Car-First at all. It's so open. There's so many opportunities for ship spotting, let alone air spot. And Yamato likewise. There's not many areas you can hold down in a Yamato, I don't.
Yeah, it's not the best corridor lockdown, is it?
No. Montana's here. There's so many nice open spaces where you can get those 19-20 shots off. So Montana's would have a field day, and likewise Conqueror's being a very similar platform. So it'll be interesting to see how they utilize those two battleships, because they're not, I would think of taking.
And of course, this was the map that they first tried without a carrier at all. And now they have got a carrier on BEWBS. Has anyone noticed how the Hashidates keep dying? Yes, it is very honourable. However... so, looks like Hickman's pushing up for a radar and fire support position at B. BEWBS are doing an A-B split. For the most
Looks
part.
like SATV dominantly... I can't even... Oh, there's still a traffic. Looks like they're heading up towards C with a concerted force. They've got Des Moines heading for B. They've got Zhao heading down towards A, and I think the Yamato is going to back him up as well.
Yeah, and Kiwi's looking for some early air kills here, pushing the torpedo bombers off before they can really get too much spotting done. But I think they might have picked up on the battleships. Don't think they caught the cruisers, but boom, one torpedo bomber squadron gone, and he's going to be chasing down the second, looking for an easy strafe. Is Segia going to jink them away? No, and in fact...
Yamato going A.
In fact, Kiwi is actually breaking... No, he's not breaking away. Wow, that's a strafe lineup, but it's going to take him straight into the flak. That is very aggressive by Kiwi's fighters. And
yeah, he's going to lose the whole squadron there.
And he's just lost the whole squadron, yeah. So, meanwhile, over in C, again, the air war is not going Kiwi's way. It's a 2-1. Wow, strafe just turned that into a 10-on-1 scrap. So, yeah. Segia once again getting his side the early air advantage. Although Kiwi's doing a decent job of trying to contain it, but he's just sacrificing way too many planes for it at the moment. And in fact, his last fighter squadron at the moment is about to get tightened up from behind, and all Segia has to do is kick in for a strafe.
I assume they've picked up Archangel in the car first. A lot of shells going in on immediately.
Yes.
10k down.
And in fact,
10k.
BEWBS making a solid push into B. Wow, they've got both DMs and the Conqueror.
One takes a hit there.
Moving up. Yeah, Hickman stopped.
Another bit.
I don't know if he was trying to stop behind the hill and just edge case some shells over, but where he is at the moment, not a good place to... Ooh.
Beautiful shot. Wow.
Yeah, that was painful to watch. Torpedoes in the water as well. Metro is going to eat one on the nose, and he's just going to jink away from one on the stern. He's doing that, he's gone bow on to Archangel, so Damcon, possibly a new boat button as well. However, since
Marto's
he has...
coming in for a side shot here.
Yeah. However,
Yamato says hi.
Nico has got a problem as well. He can deal with those fighters fairly effectively, but he's exposed at the moment.
He's exposed versus both Yamato and Zhao.
Yes, well, just being spotted by a Yamato in a cruiser constitutes being exposed. We'll see how much fire he takes. It's the Zhao that's probably the bigger threat. Mecro's on fire, of course. His Damcon's gone. New boat button will fix almost all of it, but the question is how much else he's going to take in the process. And that
he's the sole focus of attention right now.
Yeah, that Kerfurst is pouring it on. I think he's got his secondaries going.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, so, wow, that's a second burn going on Mecro. Kerfurst, high expense, of course, not really good at getting through battleship armour, but they'll do just fine at fire starting, and Mecro's down to 13,000.
Wow.
We've said it before, but this is how you beat the new boat button. Dead. You just...
So, I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5, maybe even a 6th ship, all focusing that Conqueror.
Yeah, that's how you beat a Conqueror's new boat button.
And
wow,
Nico
Nico
backed
up,
so
but... Ooh,
ouch.
Yeah, I can't pretend we didn't see that coming. So
that's huge, though. That's
BEWBS,
3 ships down already.
And more to the point, the entire BEWBS centre force just folded. So right now, Zyron Meal's in a good position to just wriggle his way into point B. If he can break contact with the torpedo bombers, and that was panicked, but in order to do it, I think he's had to turn too far out. He might be able to get into point B, but it might need some fancy manoeuvring.
I think he can make that one.
Yeah, maybe. There's a bit of lateral momentum. He just scraped himself. So he'll do it, but he's going to have to haul himself off that beach first. And while he's on the beach, of course...
He's just got a bit of an itch. He's just scratched.
Absolutely, and he was very lucky that the hill provided just enough cover to...
airdrop coming in on the UA Yang.
Stop that.
Victrix getting dropped by the carrier.
Victrix getting dropped, however, that's wonderful. He's turning hard to beat that. The second drop got shot down before he was able to get it away.
But Victrix is locked in his direction now, making him a much easier target to hit. So there's the smoke.
He's done the obvious thing. He's smoked up. And
Gary's going for him.
Problem is there is a Des Moines, of course, to the southeast. Now, if there's radar available, I have a suspicion, given the sheer amount of incoming fire that's still rolling in, Zara's having to run. He's smoked up, but...
Zara's getting annihilated right now.
Yeah, that's problematic. He's not being able to break contact thanks to the air group. However, he did get his torpedoes off, and I don't think Victrix has seen it. In fact, Victrix has not seen it. He's going to have to slam on the gas right now, or he's going to, that.
Wow.
Yeah. Society Against Torpedo Violence going quite hard on the torpedoes.
Meanwhile, Renown's been chunked down all the way to 11k. So much high explosive coming in from the Zows.
And not to mention the armour piercing rolling in as well, but that last salvo, I think it was from the Hindenburg, fell short.
AP coming in as well. More Zao and Hindenburg HE.
This is just a straight up kicking. I don't think there's any other word to describe that. SATV just came out of the blocks, hammered their way in. And
fantastic focus firing. This is what you want in a competitive team. This sort of coordination to get the focus fire on point.
Yeah, and wow, that poor group at B to start with. And credit to BEWBS, they've responded. They're trying to plug the gap at B, but there's suddenly so many ships down. There goes Renelm. It's not getting any better for them. And this is the whole thing about focus fire. Whoa, Sentinel Dreamer just took a big hit there up the stern. But this is the point of focus fire. Once you knock that first ship down, it starts basically turning into dominoes. The first ship's gone, so you can't return fire as effectively. Then the second ship goes. Yeah, he's on fire as well.
Yeah, that's a flood.
Yeah, and there's the Damcon.
No, it's not Damcon. The fire just burnt out naturally. He's still flooding.
He's still flooding. Oh, wow. Okay, that is nasty then, because, okay, he's got plenty of health in reserve, but Sentinel Dreamer just went down for Montana's fire. Archangel's turning for smoke and keeping fire onto Worstis. But right now, I don't...
Worstis is getting secondaried hard. There's the Damcon.
Yeah, there's the Damcon. Worstis. Wow, yeah, the fighters are just... Yeah, the fighters are just keeping him honest. The secondaries are having a go as well. Worstis has popped his smoke, but unless he can shed momentum, then he's going to keep getting spotted, and he was lucky, but... railgunned by the Kerfurst. But the problem, of course, when he shed his speed, he made himself an easy target for that last couple of seconds, just until the smoke screen popped up, and, well, the Kerfurst knew exactly where to put those rounds.
Here comes the focus fire and did nothing on Montana. It's got the Zao on his left. Kurfürst about to breach that island. He's got Des Moines, Zhao, Hindenburg, and Yamato on his right-hand side.
Yeah, and, well, at this point, I think all that remains to press is F.
Yeah, it's the domino effect.
Absolutely.
You lose one ship, and then you lose another, and then you lose another, and then it's just a case of, well, here we go.
Yep, and once you hit that critical point, once you're 3 ships down, 2 ships down, you start losing the ability to effectively return fire. And
Archangel to deliver the final sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Archangel getting a solid kill there, which just leaves the Hokuryu and Nesha in the Zhao. And, well, neither ship is exactly in a good position to do anything here. This, well played to Society Against Torpedo Violence. We shan't discuss the torpedoes, they're currently whizzing past Nesha. But again, Archangel's just clearing the headland, waiting for that moment. He may not even have to. Ooh. Took a big hit there from the Hindenburgs. Yes, Kurfürst is possibly too hungry because there are torpedoes in the water. And wow, fired too early.
Wow.
So 1, 2. He'll probably be able to damcon that. And there's the repair party as well. I mean, it was a valiant effort by Nesha, but wow. Archangel just no-sold that 8-inch armor-piercing salvo completely. There goes the return fire. Boom.
Now, can Archangel get a crack on the Tsukuyu?
That's the question. He is on 4.
I don't think they have enough time. Look at that, 980 point.
No. But that was emphatic, I think is the only word for it. 15,000, 996, 1,000, and that is Endex. That is 2-0. Sadly, that does mean we are going to have to say goodbye to BEWBS.
Yeah. Shame.
Absolutely. Question is, well, if they decide to go for a third one, then we have the time.
We do have the time for the third game. Go.
Right. And as Netgear just said, the lack of an experienced CV player is definitely showing. Right, well, looks like BEWBS are up for it. They're readying up for their third game. Question is, are SATV in for it? Yep, we're seeing readies up on both sides. So you know what? We'll cover this third game because these guys have given us some entertaining games on the last two.
These have been the best games of the stream, apparently. So.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we can quite comfortably stay and cover a third game. We might be a little late getting to our last game of the evening, which is Bavaria Sea Wolves versus Ares. But hey, you know what? This has been fun. So
you need to change the map, folks.
yeah, I do need to change the map, but just mention that. Okay. But again, as they point out, this is unofficial, so someone did just suggest a tier 1 game instead for comedy's sake. Now we want a silly tier 10 one. Yeah, absolutely. Tier 10 for giggles. You know what? Let's go for it. And very definitely for giggles.
Two brothers rush bid. Okay. This is not a flying back.
Oh, look, they have switched the map to Tears of the Desert.
Yay. Tears of the Cruise.
Tears of the Cruisers. Okay. Yeah, no one's going to be taking this one seriously at all, but who cares? Meet in, as someone is suggesting now, meet in the middle and brawl it out. Tier 10s, of course. Yeah. So, commence the Battle of the Smiley Face. Right. Okay. Boobs are singing ready. Reminder, of course, that this is purely for entertainment purposes. And
Yes.
are you not entertained?
Also, SATV. But
Yeah.
there.
Okay. Right, Zara Meal's dropping back in. SATV is just readying up. Okay. Right, so, purely for giggles, let's get this third game on the road. So, game is loading. Please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. No game, don't do this to me. Ever.
Alright, so Boob's not running carry this time.
No, but let's face it, who cares? And, ooh, Sigia is running a carrier.
Yes.
Oh, this could be interesting.
Also got double Kerr first versus Kerr First Republic.
Can the French turn the tide against the German onslaught?
Double Shima as well, so full torpedo spam.
Absolutely. Why hold back? Although I have to, full torpedo spam at this point would be every single available Zhao as well.
Yes. Or Minotaurs.
Yep, no, actually no, Zhao. Zhao packs 20 launchers, Minotaur only packs 16.
Ah, right.
And the command has been given, Rush B. Right. There we are. So, the teams of Boobs are doing exactly that. B will indeed be rashed.
SATV going full into B as well.
Yep,
Getting the carnage.
absolutely.
So the Kerr First are going to be the first one.
Proper bloodbath. Let's get this show going. No spots so far. But that will change fairly quickly.
There we go, we're getting spotted. Boobs now.
There we go. First spots coming in from the airplanes. BEWBS, who took a carrier. Has to be said, they're not going full on B. However,
Towards A.
However, Battleship Moskva does not appear to care and is starting some long-range fire up. Malasort there, of course, immediately makes himself a target for everybody, but he's bow on. And, well, he can kind of take it. He only lost 15,000 health and a fire and a bit more health.
Kerr First chunks half of Macro.
And another 20,000 health and some loot from Gneiss now there. Do you ever wonder why people are reluctant to be the first to pull the trigger in random battles?
Yeah.
Malasort knows why. Yeah, okay, he broke contact briefly there, but let's see. Nizao gets the fires out, but took 10,000. Malasort is down to 26 and still burning. Malasort no B rushing? No, apparently not. However, Gneiss now dives into cover. Looks like Nico and Mekro both turning in and trying to take the sneaky route into B. However, Sentinel is not having it, and ooh, that was a big hit on Mekro just there. And now he's looking at Nico instead, but even Minotaur's armor is good enough to bounce at that angle, not taking too much.
Yeah, he's trying to gun down the Shima, as well as Zara Emil in the other Shima.
Indeed, and the torpedo soup is real. 15 torpedoes headed straight into that smoke. That's a lot of shell splashes in that smoke.
Yep, they've found the torpedoes now.
Oh yeah, I bet they have. Are we going to see some torpedo beats?
Pamplin he's clear. Zara Emil, he's easily clear.
Yep. The only thing that got torpedoed were the islands, and well, they can't.
Torpedoes heading for Renelm in the Hindenburg, though. If he's not careful, I think he might take some.
Yes, and Malisort
Actually,
is
quite a big gap there.
Malisort is still detected, so somebody's either popped radar or Malisort's picking up some unwanted attention because he's firing his guns.
Renelm might get some pretty good torpedo beats here. Here we go.
Yep. Here we go.
Ooh.
Renelm. Ooh, just
Nice.
squeaked that one. He was really lucky the way that random dispersion went on the salvo. If that
really
torpedo
was, yeah.
had been half a degree to the left, he'd have eaten it on the bow. Unfortunately, and Worstis has his usual peeping Tom problem over in point A, but he has managed to cap. However, Nico,
Goodbye, Minotaur.
yeah, goodbye Minotaur, and very shortly goodbye. Well, goodbye quite a lot of people actually, because the Minotaur got his torpedoes away and Archangel's run aground. However,
he's gonna back up and dodge most of it though.
Yep, tactical knots are there, and managed to shred it there, but one on the bow that's going to hit ahead of the belt, so flooding for Archangel there. However,
or no flood if he was lucky.
If he was very
Real
lucky,
good luck.
very lucky considering I think that hit ahead of the belt.
It definitely did. Yeah, you can see the bow section saturated there.
Yeah, and he's pounding away on the Republic. 12 guns to the Frenchies' 4, but the Hindenburg's coming up as well, and Archangel is now firmly on fire. That's probably only 1 because of fire prevention, but he's got shots out onto Strennan. Strennan slowed, dodged the worst of it. And wow, mutual wipeouts on the Shimikazes there. Zara Emil taking Nesha, and in turn getting taken by a giant Kiwi in the Republic. So, Kiwi ducking for cover at the moment, but he's looking at Malisor. Malisor's actually managed to get some health back. However, Sentinel is pushing in on Wirtis in point A. He's got Hydra, he's dodged with it, and Wirtis' smoke just ran out. So those peeping Toms, yeah, now they're a serious problem. Torpedoes in the water towards Sentinel Dreamer, however, but it's a Hindenburg. He knows he's approaching a Shimikaze position. He's going to have Hydro going, right? Right?
Well, we don't see him, so...
Then again, I think he's got enough speed. He may
Need the first sound.
No, he might get away with this. Yep, there's the torpedo beat. And that was everything Worstis was willing to put into the troops. So Worstis right now can't break away. And oh dear. Ouch. 1400 there. Another salvo. I'm surprised Archangel hasn't switched his secondaries across, honestly. And now there's nothing to switch on to there because Zhao managed to get the last shot in. Tomato claiming the kill. So, Archangel and Ganai's now slamming in. Report RCV, he's not fighting. Yes. I suppose that's one of the things that plagues carrier drivers in randoms. If you're not bombing the enemy, everyone assumes you're not fighting.
Yeah.
Victrix goes down. Archangel, he's on 2 at the moment, so he's probably not going to be able to pull a Kraken out of this one.
I think he might be dead before he has...
He might pull rather a large insurance bill out of that one, because Renelm is looking for those upper belt hits. 1500, there's the end of the fire, but I don't know, it's not going to be enough. Those 203s are probably going to finish him off if they hit the upper belt. Reporting your gear.
Now, Moscow with the duel here.
Yeah.
Torpedoes or guns? What will it be?
Neither.
There we go. too early.
Mind you, he's got the
no.
starboard side launchers. He just has to kick a little further round.
Oh, no, he's turning the wrong way. Is he going for guns or?
He's looking for the gearing, is why. He's looking at Commander Pathan.
Yeah.
And
There
was
you go, he's trying to top the gearing.
right, so he's emptied his tubes at the wrong target.
And I think he's going to get taught by the gearing here. I don't think he dodged that.
No, yeah, 1, 2, boom, wow.
Too early on the mosque there. They
Wow,
just don't
594 health on the Moscow, and he's still there.
Wow. Oh, Carrier's doing something.
What?
Drop on Republic.
What is this
Carrier did
heresy?
something. Wasn't enough, and he only got one torpedo, but he did something.
But there's another one on coming up the stern, and he just
Oh.
skids inside, but the dive bombers might be looking. And, well, there's always the fire starter, the Zao seeking to reclaim its reputation. Of course, Republic, not the world's best fire starter, not compared to the Conqueror, but, well, cannot have challengers, can you? Okay. And there we go. Malasort's healed himself back to an extent. He's back to 10,000 health after that scrape. Unfortunately, that's a Republic's main battery that just fired at him. So, yeah, he's back.
Just.
Yeah, just
That's gonna make
6
it
feet lower. That would have been in the Citadel. There goes Giant Kiwi. Malasort getting the kill shot.
And Renown's down to 400. He's healing up, but he's got
800.
a double fire.
Yeah, and his Damcon. He is pulling ahead, but that AP salvo, yeah, that's enough to end it. So,
That was fun.
nothing like an epic good-natured brawl to finish off a game like that one. Right, so, back on to our serious side, I suppose. Final match of the night is Bavarian Seawolves against Ares, and that is what we are heading to cover next.
Well, they've got something to live up to after the first few games. Well, all the games of BEWBS versus SATV.
Yes,
nice.
Yeah, they have definitely got that. It's a shame to see BEWBS go out of the tournament, but hopefully they'll learn from it, and I hope we'll see him again in King of the Seas 7.
Yeah, they have the right ideas there. Their quick decision making into doing something unconventional, that is very useful to have. So
Absolutely,
if they can
and
just focus on that and focus on a bit more coordination, focus firing, I think they can do very well.
if they can find themselves a decent carrier driver.
Yes, having a carrier available at all times that knows what they're doing, that would be a very useful.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, certainly their coordination is good. That second game of the afternoon on Tears of the Desert, where they managed to execute a coordinated turn under fire to get from point C to point B and got their team in the right place through a narrow channel without any collisions and all more or less at the same time. That's something you often don't see even high-level teams pull off. So yeah, if they can improve on what they've done today, even though they went out, I think we're going to see quite a good performance from them in future tournaments and clan battles.